Where's my Canadian set?
All right, we're live.
What is up, everyone? Good Thursday night.
Happy Thursday. Is it Thursday?
I hope so.
I hope so. Wait, let me just put this here so I can see the comments. All right. 3 people already. All right, guys.
Moise, what's up,
when
brother?
you're there. What's up, Moise? Put this here.
What's
All
up?
right,
What's
all
up,
right.
guys?
Welcome.
4 on the live. Nice. Let's get some
Let's
more
get
in
it.
there, man.
Get some more people to the party started on this Thursday night of the first
Cheers,
week
everyone.
of
What's up,
preseason
Justin?
of basketball. What's up, Justin?
Mm-hmm. Lots of good players, lots of good games going on.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up,
Luca's
Francois?
playing. Luca is playing right now, right?
Yeah.
I think the game just started.
I would have to double check.
29-28 Minnesota.
Yeah. It's preseason, man. I don't really judge preseason.
Luca has 9 points already. Fucking legend.
How much?
9 points.
9 points.
First quarter. 7 and alive. All right, guys.
He's too fat. And he's too fat, they say, eh? Bernard, what's up, man?
That's okay. That's that good Balkan fast.
To je sve svinjetina, brate.
All right, I guess we can start this. We have a couple of guys
excuse me,
live with us. Welcome, guys, to episode 9 of the Eurostep. Glad to have you with us once again this week.
9 in the live. All right. What's up, guys? This is fantastic. Welcome. Episode 9, like Asmir said, we're going to be discussing Channing. What's up, brother? We're going to be discussing the recent games, preseason games that we've had this week. We're also going to be discussing certain teams and how their cards are with certain players on those teams, how their cards are reacting on the card market.
Yep, exactly. So NBA finally back. I'm super excited. I haven't missed like a single night of basketball. I've been watching every single night.
Yeah,
just like switching in between games. There's so much good stuff happening. So much good players out there. Even though obviously this is preseason and it isn't like important for a lot of those guys, it's super nice to see like some of those teams and players back on the court and just like see where they're at in their game. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Sorry, I see cheers going on in the comments, so we gotta do a little cheers for everyone.
Always gotta have the beers. Yeah.
What's up, Calvin? What's up, Todd?
What's up, Todd? All right, guys. So let's start. So I kind of I looked at basically what happened this past week. And trying to we could say something about every single team that played over the past week, but I try to focus on like 7 or 8 of them because we don't have like 3 hours to discuss this. So I'm gonna go over a couple of teams, a couple of players, and kind of like have a look at specific cards of those players and see how they're doing in the market right now. And again, as usual, if you have any questions, any suggestions whatsoever, just write it in the comments, and we're going to address those. We'll always read your comments and answer. So let me share my screen real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this.
This one right here. All right. Share. You see me?
Yep.
All right. So, So I want to start with the Lakers. Just quickly, if you're looking at the standings right here, Lakers are first in the preseason, 3 wins, 0 losses, and obviously, like the big story of the preseason, Talon Horton Tucker being this guy that comes out of nowhere, averaging 23 points a game, 8 rebounds, 3.3 assists. Which is really good, and then 2.7 steals. So this guy again, like coming out of nowhere, just averaging those like really decent numbers. So obviously, kind of like hit the market pretty hard. His cards have been like quite up. I personally like sold a couple of his cards for like almost nothing right before the preseason started. So I was kind of pissed, but hey, that's the game. That's all right. And I just wanted to kind of like quickly show you guys one of his cards and how he's been doing on Card Ladder. So the clearly just a second, clearly Donruss base raw went from a bit under $4 US to over 20 today. So this is like 5 times more. This is pretty much what happened with all of his cards. So the Prism, the Mosaic, Optic, up 5 or 6 times. Some of them even like 10 times. So this, if you kept this guy's cards, good for you. If you want to sell them right away, I would say do it. I still kind of think that the guy can have a decent season. Like some people are saying, oh, this is just the preseason. The guy is in sort of a bubble himself. Like this is going to just happen now since LeBron and AD aren't playing. I'm not quite sure about that. I'm just like stop this for a second. What do you think? Because like this has happened in the past. If you look at Josh Hart, for example, he had some sort of like similar situation where when preseason he was really, really good.
Yeah.
And then come the real season, he just comes flat. Do you think that's something that's going to happen with talent as well, or you think he can keep this up?
I'm not saying he's not a bad player. He looks like a pretty decent player with those stats right now, even though it is preseason. But the thing is, it is preseason, right? We don't know. A lot of these guys are not giving it their all because of. Okay, sorry. Yes, we will, Todd. Because I never judge anyone preseason. That's just me personally. I can't judge someone preseason. I personally, I'm not personally collecting him. I don't have any of his cards from what I know. I have to look through my big pile of cards that I have. But honestly, like I still think he does have potential to grow once the season does start, right? If he's going to get those if he's going to get consistent playing time like how he is now, and if he's going to get more playing time, probably when the season starts, I think his potential, of course, to progress is to be a lot better. So if you're getting his cards right now at, what'd you say, 20 US they are right now, Asmir?
20 US, for his base cards.
Yeah, 20 US right now. That's like, why not? Like, you know what I mean? That's worth a risk, even if you want to spend a couple $100 to buy it.
Couple of things about the guy and like why he wasn't on anyone's radar before this season. He was 18 when he was drafted, so like he was really, really young, and now he's only 20 years old. So he's younger than a lot of the guys that were drafted this year. So he's still like really, really young. And then his kind of like physicals are pretty interesting in terms of he's only 6'4", and his wingspan is 7'1", which is crazy when you think about it.
That's
he's
huge.
Like,
that is crazy.
Super freakishly long arms. He has like a really interesting physique for especially for the position he's playing. Yeah, super interesting. And like he's really a guy that worked on his craft, because like when he was in college, he didn't have impressive stats. When he was in the G League, he didn't have impressive stats neither. And then he played a bit in the bubble towards the end of the playoffs.
Yes.
Nothing crazy, but like had some flashes of good play. But now he's just like kind of like showcasing that he worked really, really hard, and like he's becoming a really good player. So I wouldn't sleep on the guy. I wouldn't invest a ton of money neither, because you know when LeBron and AD come back, they're getting the ball, right? So his numbers are definitely going to be down. But I don't think he's a bust. I really don't think he's going to be like a bust.
I don't think he's a bust either. I like his shot. He has a really clean shot. His shot is very smooth. Just from watching other players, I'm a big shooter type of guy. I've always been. I like to watch a guy's shot. And he has a very nice shot.
Absolutely. But so I wouldn't sleep on him, honestly. Like like people are laughing at guys who are buying his stock right now. I don't think it's that bad. Like honestly, the guy has proven he can ball. He wasn't just one game. He was like 3 games now. So he's decent, averaging more than 20 points a game. Even when AD and LeBron come back, he's going to be good, I think.
Yep.
Next up, let me share my screen quickly again.
Yep.
All right, this here. Okay, cool. So, just move this shit. Okay, next up, Rockets. Super intriguing team before the preseason started with the addition of John Wall, the addition of Cousins, and then with all this drama with Harden happening. I wasn't quite sure of how John Wall was going to look, and I mentioned it last week on the show. I'm extremely surprised. Like the guy was balling, 16 points per game.
Yeah.
Wait a second here, a bit over five or six per game, and then almost almost two steals per game as well. Like this is really good. Like those are really good stats for preseason. Again, knowing that he isn't playing full games, he's only playing 22 minutes per game. But this is really, really good for a guy like John Wall, especially coming back from that injury. So everything I saw so far from him, really impressive. I'm really glad actually, because as a fan of the guy and of his style of play,
Yeah.
I'm glad he made a solid comeback with the Rockets. What did you think when you saw him?
I like he looks like he's 19 years old, man. Like I watched him, I think it was not last night or the night before I play, and Jesus, man, he was running up and down that court like he was 19
Man.
years old, man.
No, that was great to see.
What, it's been 2 years, I think. 2 years that he hasn't played?
Yeah, almost 2 years. Almost
2 years, okay?
Yeah.
So he does have the rest, he does have all that, but like oh man, he looked, I picked him up in my fantasy.
Yeah.
So everyone can go, this is a great pickup for me.
No, that was a good call. That was a good call. Okay, let me show you his prism.
Yeah, let's see his card.
His rookie year is 2010, but everything under 2010, we use kind of the Prism 2012 as kind of like the basis of a superior card.
Yes.
So if we look at his 2012 Prism base, it's around $30 US right now. So this, honestly, like this is nothing. When you think that
that is nothing.
The same Prism base for Bradley Beal is around like 120, 130 US right now. This is ridiculous. Like, so if you're looking to buy a couple of good John Wall cards, this is the one you should get right now. So last sold 33 US. Like I would go up into like 50 US easily for a guy like that. So this is a good investment, I think, especially for that price. Right now.
And potential, like, with him and Harding right now, like,
playing
together at Houston.
Yeah, if Harden stays, we'll see. But even if he doesn't stay, the Rockets are going to get a lot of assets for him. John Wall can take this team and become like kind of like the leader of it. So I think in any scenario, it's pretty good for him. So props to the guy, man. Like this is really, I'm really happy for him. Like seeing him ball like this. Next up, Memphis. I really was intrigued to see how Morant was going to perform in the preseason this year, because like he was so good last year, and what you're trying to see with like rookies of the year, like players who are so like exciting to watch during their rookie year, is like how they're going to perform the following year. Are they going to take a step forward, a leap forward, or are they going to just like kind of like remain flat? I was still impressed by John Morant. I think he adjusted his game a bit. He looks more patient than he used to.
Yeah, he does. You're right.
Still has like really good numbers: 18.5 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 9 assists per game. This is really, really good, and all that only with 25 minutes per game. So those numbers are really, really good for John Morant. I just can't wait to see him like play full games. I think he's going to be like a lot better than he was last year. So this is a really good sign for anyone who has like kind of like invested in him or bought cards from him recently. And quickly, if we look at his base raw, right now it's at a bit over 120, so 130 US last sold. It's expensive, like between high things, but it isn't too much when you look at the PSA 10 of the same card, which is 5 times the value. So like if you buy it for 130 US, get a PSA 10, almost 530 US. If you get a PSA 10, that's a solid investment to me. Especially that like this is clearly going up after this season. If he's playing as well as he is right now. Have you seen him play a bit? Have you seen the Grizzlies?
No. I've
No?
seen his stats. His stats look good. I just haven't seen him play, to be honest with
Right.
you. I haven't watched much of him play.
Always a good show when you look when you're
Yeah.
looking at their games. Next up, Pelicans. I was well, myself and everyone looking forward to see Zion come back from kind of like a deceiving bubble. Well, he wasn't himself. He wasn't as athletic. He was a bit like bigger, a bit slower. So first of all, I was happy to see that he was back in shape. And I was like really happy to see that he was back in his dominant form. So really, again, like dominant numbers: 26 points per game, 11 rebounds, 2 assists per game, which is okay for him as well. And then he's playing 33 minutes per game. That's something that's really good. And they mentioned that they don't want to kind of like do load management with him like they did last season.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see plenty of more of Zion this year.
Yeah, he was dominant, man.
Yeah, he's just a bully down there. Like he gets every single rebound. When he misses a shot, he gets his own rebound, puts it on the board. Like he's just like really, really dominant. I was like really happy to see him. I think they're playing again tomorrow. They just played one game during over the preseason over the last couple of days, but they're playing tomorrow again. Really looking forward to see that. And then if we look at his card, so the Prism base. Sorry, for Zion, they're a bit over 200 US. So again, a bit more on the expensive side, but if you compare it to the PSA 10 of the same card, so from 200 you jump to almost 800. So well, $700. So again, really solid investment if you want to buy those like raw cards and then get them graded. Yeah, like to me, like he has proven that he was a serious investment to make, even at that price right now. So that's it for the Pels. Next up, the Raptors. Raptors, I was kind of surprised by them. Like they were playing well. Did you see them play a bit?
Yeah, I caught a little bit of the third, maybe quarter of one of the games. That's about it. But
right.
But they look, from what I saw from the highlights, they look pretty decent.
Right, they are decent, 2-0 in the preseason. Again, like so, the guy that we're kind of like expecting the most out of, obviously, is Fred VanVleet, 16 points a game. But again, I was surprised to see. Well, I was happy to see the Terence Davis playing well, 13 points a game. Malachi Flynn, the rookie we drafted, 13 points a game. That's really good. Pascal isn't playing great, but at least we have like other guys who are playing well, so that's cool. But yeah, so Freddie is playing good. Nothing to say there, but like, again, like a good effort by the whole team, which is a thing we used to see from the Raptors. And then if we look at Fred VanVleet's one of his main kind of like cards, because there isn't a prism card for him. So we have like this optic rookie signatures hollow. Let me just like put this a bit larger, 3 months. So you see it's a bit up, $400 US, but this is like the sticker auto hollow for the optic 2016 rookie. So pretty decent. I know like I've seen a lot of those in the group, so like I know a lot of guys kept this card. I think this is a keeper. This is definitely going up along with his performances during this season.
Yeah.
Next up, I have like 2 more I want to go over.
Yeah, no problem.
Before we move on to something else, another team everyone was like really excited to see, the Brooklyn Nets. They didn't disappoint. I think. Let me just like see. What's their stat line? They played like just one game, I think. Did they? I don't remember.
Yeah, I've only seen the one game, and I know Kyrie and Durant look really good.
Yeah, so just one game, which they won. So 1-0. So Kyrie had 18 points. Kevin Durant 15. Landry Shamet wasn't bad. Landry Shamet that was with the Clippers before that they got this off season. And yeah, again, like a really like solid team effort, but like people were like I said, excited to see Kyrie and Durant play together. I think they did really well. Durant especially was really looking like himself during that game. I was happy to see him back. I was happy to see that he was the same KD that we saw with the Warriors. So only positives for the Nets. Did you see them play a bit?
No, I saw the highlights though, but love the highlights. Love seeing Durant and Kyrie coming back. It's exciting. It's exciting, man. I can't wait to see more of them. I can't wait to see more of them play, man.
So
Durant looks like himself.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh no, I love seeing that. So Kyrie's Prism base. This is around 130 US. Again, 2012 Prism. This is the standard. That's the card you want to get for those older players. And his Prism base PSA 10 hovering just around $1,000 US. So this is a really solid investment if you have that card. Good for you. And if you can afford it, I would say just get it. Kyrie is a future Hall of Famer superstar, and I think he's going to do real well with the Nets. I wanted to have a quick look at Durant as well at the same time. So I looked at his Topps Chrome base PSA 10, and this card is 5,000 US. So this is his kind of benchmark.
Yes.
So again, if you have this one, props to you. Keep it. This is a serious keeper again in terms of the card you want to have for that guy. And finally, last team I wanted to discuss, Warriors. I really wanted to see Steph back. Again, was super happy to see that he was back to his old self. This deadly, unpredictable shooter and ball handler that we all love. So Steph averaging 19.5 points per game, and a bit over 3 assists, and all that within 24.7 minutes per game. Again, Steph can average 30 easily over the season if he plays 35-ish minutes per game like he used to. So that's pretty cool. I was happy to see Kelly Oubre performing well as well, 11 points per game. Kelly Oubre is one of those guys that's kind of up and down. He can be really good, but he can be bad as well. But I'm glad he found a nice role on the Warriors, and he fits in well with the team. So again, super happy to see them, and super happy to see the Warriors play well. Let's quickly have a look at Steph's rookie card, Topps 209 PSA 10. Again, this is one of those big baller cards. So this one is $6,000 US last sold. If you have one of those, if it's ungraded, get it graded ASAP. And if you have one that's graded, props to you, my man. And this is a keeper as well. So that's about it. Let me just stop sharing this. Let me go back to the comments. Oh shit!
I see. I've been trying to read the comments while you were talking and catch up. There's a lot
of stuff happening. Okay,
I wanted to answer one of Todd Noble's questions there. Todd, I do agree. It all depends on what the market does really dictate. The media does really dictate the market. But if the player's not putting up those stats, if the player's not putting up those numbers where he's getting 30 points a game and he's consistently doing it, right? Then he's on the media, Kyle Guy. He made look what he did. If he consistently does games like that, he's going to be his card will just consistently start to go up, right? But that's the thing. So if a guy has to have good stats to make the media as well. That's just one thing I wanted to throw out there, in my opinion. Let's just make a random thing out there. Kevin Durant, he has 10 bad games in a row. He scores less than 10 points a game, right? I'm just saying, his card value will drop, right? Everyone's what the hell's going on? 10 games, no, he's going to snap out of it. He might snap out. But it's going to drop a little because guys are I don't know. why is this guy dropping, right? Why is he dropped for 10 games? This is a long time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, Chani wants us to have a look at the Bulls. I can do that for you, Chani.
Okay.
Let me share my screen again real quick. Just because Chani's the fucking best, we have to do this for him. If you can keep an eye on the comments and let me know
I'm doing
else. Chicago Bulls. All right, so yeah, well, again, another team we could have talked, because like a lot of good things are happening with them. Kobe White is going to have a serious solid year this year. Like he's averaging 20.7 points per game right now. In terms of assists, let me just move this, 4.7. That's really good. And he's playing 27 minutes per game. So again, a guy you expect to see out there for like 30, 35 minutes at least during the season. So his numbers are going to be way up. Yeah, like I have a lot of faith in Kobe. Like he's going to be like one of the prime point guards in the years to come. That's for sure. A good thing I saw from the Bulls as well is Patrick Williams, the guy that they drafted number 4, I think, this year in the draft.
Yes.
12.7 points per game. This is very good for a rookie, and like he's still super young. His ceiling is super high, and I think he fits well on a team like the Bulls, where like there's not a lot of pressure. Like there's no pressure for them to make the playoffs. There's no pressure for them to win the chip or whatever. So that's really a good situation for a team like for a player like him.
Yep.
And maybe we can have a look at one of Kobe White's cards.
Yeah, maybe you can find his Prism.
Okay, so Prism base raw. Yeah, this is on its way up, absolutely. So it went from like a bit under $25 US. Now it's at 32. So this is not expensive. So $32 US is what, like $42 Canadian, which is like super decent. And when you
see this is just an example I want to give to Todd as well. Like Kobe White hasn't been on the media at all, like other than people who follow the Chicago Bulls, right? And look, his card, we're just on card ladder here, as Asmir's showing there. It's actually slowly going up in general, right? Like
absolutely. Well, this is like the past couple of days. So it went from 174 to 227. This is like a $50 gap in just a couple of days. So this is really, really good.
So it's still a good percentage hike in the meantime.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Chani, I hope this answers your questions regarding the Bulls. Chani is saying, I think they do have pressure to make the playoff, especially with a new talented head coach and slightly improved team back from injuries with a new playoff format. Well, you know what? I guess for Bulls fans, absolutely, there's some sort of pressure, but I don't think that like the rest of the league is expecting them to make the playoffs. Like they aren't. Like I don't know, like the Bucks or the Heat or the Raptors even. So there's a bit of less kind of like stress or anxiety for those guys in terms of like having to make it. But yeah, they do have like some sort of pressure to do better than they did last year at least.
Yep.
Kent just messaged me. He's gonna. But yeah, I mean, like in terms of. Because Bulls, like they're always decent, but they were never, well, or at least like over the past years, they were never like super impressive. It isn't a team like you're expecting a lot out of. Better than the Knicks, absolutely. Everyone's better than the Knicks. We're just better than the Cavs, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Kent messaged me. He's gonna hop in like 2 minutes. So he's just gonna. I just sent him the link, so he's just gonna hop in with us. Kent Haley is gonna join us, guys, to show us his cards. In the meantime, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask them, guys.
Ken was supposed to join us last time we did the show, and he couldn't make it, so we promised him we'll get him on here. Channing, you mean Liberty, right?
Chicago Liberty, yeah. Todd wants to discuss the Luka card. Did you discuss it?
He showed me a Luka card. I can't remember the exact card now. I wish I can have the picture of it. I'm looking at the comments, but
send it to me. Todd, send me the card in my DMs.
Yeah, send it to Asmir on his PM, Todd, the picture of the card. It was so I can look over the card when we're 1 second. Let me just get to this comments here 1 second.
Chatty is asking who has impressed you so far. You know what? I was impressed by Cavs rookie Okoro. He like other than the guys you're kind of like expecting to come back, like Durant or Curry or all of those guys. I was kind of like trying to look at the rookies. So I liked him. I liked Obi Toppin as well. Being a Knicks fan, I kind of liked his play. LaMelo Ball, even though like he wasn't scoring a lot. I don't know how much points he has today, but like over the past couple of days, like he wasn't scoring too much. But he was still impressive in terms of like playmaking. So a couple of rookies I was really happy to see this year.
This is
Channy,
the card.
I'm gonna get back to you. I'm gonna get back to you, Channy. Kent is joining us. I'm gonna.
Oh, you got him. Okay, let's do that. Let's do Kent, and then I'll get to that card for Tom.
Lots of stuff happening on today's show. Hey, what's up, Kent? Okay, just a sec. Let me put. Oh yeah, we hear you.
All right, perfect.
What's up?
What's
How's
up,
it going?
Ken?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Good. What's up, brother?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you guys. Good to I've seen your face. You haven't seen mine though, but
yeah, that's right.
yeah, long time listener, first time person calling in, showing cards.
That's cool. That's super cool. So guys, yeah, we're trying to do this like maybe like once every like 2 or 3 weeks. We're gonna have like one of you guys join the show and show us your collections. So yeah, this week we have Kent who's gonna show his cards. So whenever you want, Kent, all yours.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So I haven't had the chance to like tune in and see what you guys have already been chatting about. So I plan to go back and watch it. Just got back from swimming lessons actually with my son.
Nice.
But
Nice.
But yeah, some of the cards you guys already saw this. For those that hadn't seen it, the big ones that came in this week were the Luka Genesis. So try to get the light right here.
Yeah, I saw that.
But,
that's a nice one.
That's a
but
dope
yeah,
card.
I mean,
Wow.
Did you trade that? Did you trade for that?
I did trade for it.
Nice.
So I can tell you guys what I traded, and you can let me know how you think I did. But
well, I don't know. We'll find out.
it was PSA 9 Luka Hoops rookie.
Okay.
PSA 9 Luka Status rookie. It was a PSA 9 Ja Morant Mosaic Silver rookie.
Oh, okay.
It was a Luka Emergent from his, obviously that's rookie. That's it's not huge, but it was
it's his insert. It's his insert, yeah.
As insert. And it was also an Origins second year pink base out of 35. Cool card, but I was okay with letting it go.
Yeah.
And then there was one more as well. One more Luka. It wasn't a huge one. I'm even forgetting what it was. And then
do you remember what was the total value of the trade?
It got pretty even. I also threw in $240. So It was based on the comp of like I even had it written down somewhere. Like I kind of kept it.
What is the comp of that card of the Luka? Anyways, I'm curious.
The comp of that recently is roughly about $1,200 US.
Okay.
So the way I looked at it was like all those cards that I mentioned, I can go back and get them at any time. A lot easier than the Genesis. The Genesis isn't coming along, as an easy pickup all the time. And
I think it's a good trade, honestly. Like I like no one kind of like knows exactly what's the print run of the Genesis cards. Yeah, there's kind of like a thread on the blowout cards that you can look up, and people are kind of just like conning the cards like whenever they see them on eBay. Like let's say like there's a new Zion on sale, they added. So like they're kind of expecting the print run to be like about around 100, which is pretty decent for a short print. Card. So if that print run for that Luka is 100, that's solid. Like a second year short print numbered, well not numbered, but like print out of 100. That's really good. That's a fair trade.
It's just a cool card, and I just liked it. And a lot of those cards that I traded, I was okay with letting go because I got them at a much earlier stage. I graded all those cards except the Ja Morant Silver 9.
Oh, okay.
And so I graded them myself at a much lower price, and I was to me, I was realizing profits. Like I was trading
Absolutely.
up.
House money.
Yeah. So that was big. And then like right after that, another card that I'd been keeping my eye on, like I have it on my eBay favorites. So every time a new one comes up, I get notified.
Nice.
But it was the out of this year's Court Kings, the Aurora.
Yeah, that's a sick one.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
So I just love the style. It's kind of like that 80s kind of look.
It's a retro look. Has a retro
very
look
retro
to it. Yeah.
look. And I just think like, you know, you look back at a lot of the cool like Jordan inserts that have a very like, you know, hot market as well. It's the ones that are like really cool, like the Record Breaker. I'm not sure if you guys remember that, Jordan, but there's certain ones that have like really cool designs that yeah, I don't know. If nothing else, these cards are stick with me for a long time. I have cards that I'm gonna flip, and I have cards I'm holding. So
I personally like I'm a fan of those like inserts like that or high voltage like Luka and LeBron. I love those cards as well.
I got one of those actually 2 weeks ago as well.
Nice, there you go. So like those, and you're right. In the 90s, those were big, especially like those Jordan inserts or like those Kobe inserts as well. Bunch of those cards are like instant classics. There's not a lot of those in like today's era. So like seeing those inserts like the Aurora one you have, that's like really interesting. It's really cool. I love those cards.
Yeah.
I also got the Luka stained glass out of the Mosaic Hobby, which is it was a funny story about that like the cliche like my son bid on eBay like actually happened to me. Like I was in the trying to snipe bid a case break of Mosaic with Dallas, and I was putting in like $250 US. And I was holding my son. It was like lunchtime. He's like 1.5 and he's squirming. And I shit you not, like as I was pressing send, he added an extra 0 to it. So it was 2,500 max, and it ended up going up to like 590. And I was like, fuck, that's like way more than I wanted to do.
That's crazy.
But it worked out. Like I cleaned up that break. I had the stained glass, which I graded and got a PSA 10, and that's
nice.
like goes anywhere between $1,200 USD and $1,500. So you know, I figured that would be a card I can maybe give my son one day and say like, you kind of bought this.
That's such a great story. That's a great story
it is.
to tell him when he's older. Yeah.
But I swallowed it though. I had just sold a bunch of cards, anyways. Like the whole pandemic and everything that happened, like I grew up collecting cards like heavy, and then I kind of like took my foot off the gas for quite a while, and the pandemic happened and I was bored, kind of brought all my cards out. I had a set of like first edition Team Rocket Pokemon cards, and I was like, I'm not really into these. They're going for a lot, so I sold it for like $1,600. And at that time, I part of that money went to that break, and then I bought a green prism Luka rookie. And at that time, that was $325. So I kind of wish I could go back.
We all do, man. We all do.
That's insane. That's cool.
But
I got some more stuff.
Yeah, I got a couple more to. My cousin lives in the States, and so what I've been doing is I order a bunch of my eBay stuff to him, and then he collects it and sends it to me. That was working really well until in October, eBay decided to start taxing all the states. So now it doesn't work as well. But I got a ton of stuff from him, like a huge box. So it was like Christmas. So I got the Luka Chrome Chronicles. Nice. Adjust my light here. So that one's boop, boop. There we go. That one's pretty sick. And then one that I was really like adamant on collecting. I saw somebody else and I was like, I just got to do it. It's the Spellbound set, right? Like the EON.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I see. So I had to do that. Also, I just like this card. I like a lot of the short print Lukas. So that's out of 99 out of Contenders Optic.
Nice.
Blue. That's nice.
So I really like that one. I think it just looks slick. Another one that I picked up rather recently was out of Spectra, 99 out of 99 Celestial.
Yeah, those are nice. I love Spectra.
So I also have the silver of that one. That's actually it's the variation of this set, and that's off at PSA right now.
Nice.
And then this one is out of this year's Revolution. It's a Supernova, and that's the cubic parallel. So that's out of 50. So cubic, I don't know. I have a half chub every time I see the actual cubic ones. So they're my favorites in that kind of like series.
Revolution's a nice set.
Yeah, I love Revolution. It's underrated for sure. And then I got silver Optic second year, silver Luca Prism second year.
Nice.
And then actually, funny story. Steven had posted something about how he won a Luca off of the Luca show, the Lucky show, right?
Yeah.
So I started following the Luca show and subscribing to it.
Okay.
And he just recently did one that was you write a little post or a comment, and his favorite comment he'll get his status card, so status rookie. And I wrote a comment. I made a little poem for him, and I won. So
nice.
That status rookie that I traded for the Genesis, he's sending it to me.
Nice.
And then I missed that hoops so much that I sold that I was like, man, I want that hoops back. So I went out and bought it right away again. So that just came in today, and then this came in that big batch as well from my cousin that I ordered, and then the Premier.
I have that too. I have those two as well.
Oh, right. And then
I have them. I need that one. That's the one I need.
Oh, I love Select, man. Love.
I need that. I need that rookie card. I need it raw.
Yeah. And then I'm not gonna bore everybody, but this is the rest of my Luca stack right there. So I've gone a bit crazy. I've gone a bit buck wild, but you know what?
Is it just Luca you're collecting, or anyone else? Are you doing any flipping with anyone else, or?
Yeah, so my Luca's he's my big gamble, you could say. He's the big guy I'm collecting. And I've always been that kind of collector. When I was young, I was into hockey and I collected Eric Lindros. And I understand how much you can get burned though, because Eric Lindros was very much like Zion is now, right? He was just a freak of nature, super talented, super big, super good, and his cards were the hottest thing out there. And I have tons of Eric Lindros stuff that still have the price tag of from the hobby shops and stuff on it, and it would be $100. And now I go back and check comps, and it's $15, and that's because he got concussions and just got his career got ended short. So anybody that says anything's a sure thing doesn't know for sure, but I'm willing to bet on Luca. I had a son in 2019, and in 2018 was Luca's rookie year. I was born in 87. MJ, his rookie was 86. So, it's kind of Luca could be the MJ of his generation. And if nothing else, it's how stoked would I be if my dad would have collected a shit ton of MJ cards?
Luca is the safest bet you can make. Zion is quite a risky bet. You're right, because he's this physical freak that everything can go wrong if he gets a serious injury. Luca, he doesn't have that side of play that he can get injured easily. He's a super intelligent guy as well. So I don't know. I think he's a safe.
But hockey also has changed since Lindros days as well. If Lindros was playing today, you'd be a different story, right? Those concussions would never have happened. That's my opinion.
For sure. So the guy that I'm that I went hard on in the off season and into the bubble, my strategy in terms of what I'm gonna flip is Kobe White basically. And I kind of went that direction for a couple of reasons. It is if you throw on his highlight reel, he's just fun to watch. He's just an exciting player. People weren't really watching, keeping their eye on him because he wasn't invited to the bubble. He was one of the 8 teams that didn't go. He's going to get tons of playing time, tons of opportunity. Not to hate on anybody that's a big fan on Taylor Horton Tucker or anything. By all means, you collect who you want. That's what's cool about collecting is everybody has their own opinion, and not everybody's going to be right. But Kobe's going to get minutes, and minutes translate. It's like fantasy football. It's like they don't have to be the best. They just have to have the opportunity sometimes.
Yeah.
And he's going to have a new coach. I just like how it's lining up for him. So,
but you need to. So let me ask you a question. So do you think that a player like Kobe, his team needs to make the playoffs for him to like have like decent value in terms of like the card market? Because we see that happening the previous season. Yeah. Players that were in the playoffs, prices skyrocketed. The others, no.
It wouldn't hurt, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary. Okay. I think somebody like Kobe in the early stages, like it does get to a point where it's like the playoffs is a must-have for some people. Like the playoffs is a must-have for guys that get to a certain level, like Zion, to almost get to that next step, I feel like. But Kobe, to me, he has more room to grow. You know, it's kind of like in parallel with cryptocurrency. It's like Bitcoin's already huge. You know, Bitcoin could grow a lot more, but a lot of people don't want to go after Bitcoin. They're looking for those altcoins that are going to grow.
Totally,
and to me, Kobe's one of those altcoins. And like if I'm looking at the case study that's similar, potentially like Trae Young, Atlanta wasn't making the playoffs, and his stuff still did decent. Like, do I think Kobe can get to Trae Young levels given the current state of the market and how it's growing and just the excitement that's going to get into it? I absolutely think so. So
no, you're right. I'd love the Bulls to make the playoffs because like that could be like really, really good for his
absolutely. They're good. It's a good market team as well, right? Like Bulls have a lot of fans. So I picked up like my camera's kind of shit right now, but that's the Optic Hollow.
Oh, nice.
So I did that one. I did the Velocity, Blue Velocity.
Oh, those are my favorite. Those are one of my favorites.
Oh, love them.
Yeah.
And then I got a handful of obviously the Prism
base. Nice.
Nice.
I also have it's over there, but I bought in the off season a Ruby Wave Prism for $40. And I graded it. Got a PSA 10, and now the last one just sold for $430 US.
There you go.
So,
there you go.
So at some point though, like the hard part, and I'm not sure if you guys have ever gotten to this, it's like I need to sell some of this to like realize value. You know what I mean? I start to get emotionally attached. Like I looked at Kobe as being like, this is the guy that I'm going to invest in and flip. And now it's getting close and his hype is building, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to sell too soon because I don't want to lose value. But even if I sell now, I need to like kind of get out of that mindset. It's like even if I sell now,
don't look back.
Yeah, you know,
but like my because I'm doing the same thing because I try to keep the numbers up there as always, like kind of like you need to know like how much you're investing and how much you're spending.
That's what card ladder is good for.
Just like wasting money.
That's what card. That's what card ladder is good for.
But yeah. So what I'm doing is like when I need to sell some stuff that like you, I'm just like trying to hold because I'm just like thinking, oh shit, it can be like double next year or whatever. I just like sell the hype up ones, like the ones that have like a high population. I'm like, okay, let's just get rid of those. Let's just keep the ones that have like a smaller population. So at least you're keeping the ones that are kind of like a little more rare than the other ones. But yeah, you need to sell. You need to flip it. You need to make some money out of it as well. Because
And the card I don't have on me, but one I've slowly accumulated. I think I have like 25, 26 of them as just like, because I think, you know, it's a Tyler Hero NBA Hoops rookie, just because it's dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Dirt cheap. I mean, if he continues on his trajectory, like, you know, whatever, I put in literally most of them was like at an average of probably like $3 for like 26.
Yeah,
it's less than $100, right?
Yep.
Hey, didn't I win that? Didn't I win a Raz off you, Kent?
Yeah, you did. That was and it says it's in the mail. So that was one though that was like I was wanting to keep that card, but at the same time I know that I just dropped a lot of money on some other cards, and you know it was like I won that card in a break, and then I graded it and I got a 10. Do I think that card's going to go up? Absolutely. But I can buy other cards that I think is going to go up as well too. So, it's, I don't know.
It was funny. I was gonna buy it off him. We were talking about buying it off, and then he put it up for a Raz, and I ended up winning the Raz, so I didn't have to buy it off him full price.
Oh, don't you love when that happens?
That's the best.
And that's kind of like fair exchange, because I also won the a Raz from you. It was the Crown Royal Luca rookie 9.5.
Oh, your first one. That was your first one, right?
That was my first one from you, man. Yeah. That's in terms of bad investments. Like, I'm a sucker for Razes.
especially for Luca.
Oh, for Luca, somebody puts up. I'm always like, okay, it's my last Raz for a while. Yeah, then Luca comes up.
Kent, what do you think of this year's rookie class? And maybe we can end on this after.
Yeah, I mean, it's all speculation.
But we had the chance to see a couple of guys play this past week. What are your thoughts?
My actual thoughts are, I know a lot of people have already saying it, but I think not only is this rookie class just generally not as talented as the past two, but the other thing that I think why there's even more opportunity in last year's rookie class is because usually the draft happens in June, and then these guys have potentially training camps, summer league, time to get acclimated with their team and their coaches, and just time to learn what it's going to be like to play in the NBA. Yeah. These guys just got drafted a month ago tomorrow. They haven't even been in the NBA for a month. Yeah. So these guys, to expect them to come out the gate and be contributing, I just think that a lot of these players from last year that are going into their second year are going to get more meaningful minutes than they probably would in their average kind of second year leap, because a lot of those first year guys and those first year rookies aren't going to be game ready quite yet. And preseason is preseason for a reason. There's a reason why THT is getting, 30 plus minutes in the preseason, but if you look at that roster and kind of break down where those minutes are going to be, we're talking 6 to 10 if we're being generous. Yeah. I mean, for him, but other guys, I mean, some players just aren't going to be ready to get in the game quite right away, right? And so there's going to be minutes out there for those second year players. So I don't even really want to speculate yet until I start getting to put some eyeballs on exactly what real meaningful game.
All right.
I see, I'm the opposite. I really like to speculate because I feel like this is, but you're right. Totally like that. Those guys didn't have time to kind of just learn the game or get to know their teammates or the systems they're playing. And
that's exactly
true. But this is the perfect time to kind of invest in those guys, because some of those guys that you're seeing kind of playing 20, 25 minutes per game during the preseason, that they're not getting those minutes, absolutely not during the season. You kind of see potential and ceiling and what they can do if they get those minutes eventually. So let's say, I don't know, James Wiseman or Okoro I was mentioning before. Even though they don't play a lot this year, I think that they're still good investments for years to come, because you're gonna get those cards for $5-10 a piece for
if there was somebody that I was really diving into, would probably be Obi Toppin.
Me too.
I just think he has probably he's set up for the success immediately sort of thing, and just the market that he's in. If the Knicks get a star, a lot of people are hoping that's Barrett, right? If they get a guy that they can get excited about, and then if whoever does that is gonna blow up.
It is, absolutely.
It's just gonna happen.
It's fucking New York. It hasn't happened since Melo and Amari, pretty much. They didn't have any stars after that. So, but
it's Madison Square Garden.
In New York, it's the
Madison Square Garden.
Absolutely. But I don't the Prism draft picks. I mean, I think once the hoops comes out first and then it starts kind of rolling, I'll probably start getting into that mindset, because I can start investing and playing that gamble. And
oh no, but you're right. Like I wouldn't invest that much in Prism draft picks because, like,
yeah.
we all know that those never go up that much. But as soon as the real Prism is out, that's something you should keep an eye on. Absolutely, and
yeah, Toppin. So that's my answer. Yeah, Toppin.
All right,
nice. Well, cool. Hey man, it was super fun having you on the show, man. It was good to see your face.
Likewise.
Yeah, exactly, brother.
Your cards.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me, and I really enjoy listening to you guys chat, and you guys know your shit, and
Thanks, man.
you know,
Appreciate that.
getting into your Steven's breaks, and you know, even though they take my money and I get skunked and get shit teams, that's I'm a sucker for it. So
if you want to come back, you have any other big cards you want to show us, feel free to just message me, and we're gonna make it happen.
You bet. You guys keep up the good work, okay? And have a Merry
Thanks,
Christmas.
Brother. Yeah, you as well, man. Cheers. Happy Merry Christmas.
All right. Thank you, man. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Okay. Hey, that was cool, man. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks to Kent. It was really cool having him. And
yeah, it was very nice having him.
Basketball. Sure. Again, anyone who wants to do that in the following weeks, we're open to seeing any of you guys. Yeah. Out here with us. Quickly, maybe. Couple of questions. If you guys have anything, if there's nothing else, we can kind of like explain the giveaway I was mentioning earlier today.
Maybe we can.
Shani is mentioning downtown cards. Like those inserts are super fucking dope. I love them.
Yeah, and they're super expensive.
They're super expensive, and you can get them in the Prism draft picks. I ripped like 3 blasters so far. I didn't hit any, but I saw a bunch of guys hitting those downtown inserts, and they're dope. Like that's the only one I would be like kind of like after those Prism draft picks.
Because like a Luka downtown goes for big money his rookie year one.
Yeah. Okay, cool guys. So let's get into the details for the giveaway. So this one is a special one. We're kind of like sick of giving you guys just like free stuff for nothing. So we want to make you work. We want to make you work a bit for us. So I'll post details after the show is done. But basically, what we want you to do in order to win this 2018-2019 Threads.
I'll show it right here.
Luka Dazzle rookie chasing.
Luka hunting.
That's a really sick card you want to get from that set. So what you need to do is you need to join the free trial for Card Ladder. So as you guys know, Card Ladder is one of our partners for the show. We have this opportunity to give you guys a 7-day trial to just kind of like try the platform, and you saw it during the show.
Yeah, it's a free 7-day free trial, guys.
It's free for 7 days, and then once your 7 days are done, you do whatever you want. You can cancel, you can get the membership or whatever it's your call. I just want to have a couple of guys join the free trial, and like once you have joined the free trial, you can enter the giveaway to get the hanger box of 2018 Threads. So I'll post the details once the show is done. And all you need to do is click on the link, join the free trial, and like just give me a screenshot of your account page so I know it's legit.
If there's Panini Threads hanger, brothers.
That's it. Steven ripped a couple of those yesterday. Pretty good hits on them. So far, I was kind of surprised. Like
even the status, both of them. I was like, I didn't know the red made a difference, because from what I was reading, between the red and the blue, it didn't make a difference. But I guess it does.
Anything 2018 is really good with Luka, Trey, MPJ.
Oh man,
bunch of really solid guys like you can.
You got Bagley, Sexton, Devontae Graham, so many.
So I'll post details about that right after the show. Maybe a couple of last questions. One from Chani. Who is your second year player that will rise or make a big leap? Players.
So that would be like Zion, right? This is second year.
Yeah,
like Ja, right?
Are kind of expected. Okay, so mine, one of the guys, and I think you were quite big on him as well, Steven. Terence Mann. Like I really love. Like he's a tall, big, long point guard.
Yeah.
Who can pass, super athletic. And I know he worked on his shot lately as well. And I was reading an article about him, coach and staff of the Clippers, Tyronn Lue, saying that he's going to be the kind of like the official backup point guard this year, and they want to have him play a lot more. Have the guy like with a lot more playing time than last year. So Terence Mann were one of my guys for this year, absolutely. And then I really love Jared Culver as well. Jared Culver, I think if he can get his shot mechanics to be a bit better, he's going to be really, really good. And lastly, absolutely, Channing, you're right. Kellen Johnson. I think the guy is going to be really, really good. He just has like a super a typical like physique. He's like super long, super quick, super athletic. He's a really solid guy you need to watch for as well in terms of like second year guys. What about you, Steven?
Same. I'm already collecting Terence Mann, so he's one of those guys that I like, and I'm gonna go with like I said, second year guys. Well, I don't know if he's up there or not, but Tyler Hero, right? Like I have to put him up there with all that. Francois, they come in also that Panini 1-on-1 or something like that. What's that other something like that? So,
exactly. So Francois, you can if you want to have the downtown inserts with the NBA uniform. NBA uniform, it's in the 1-on-1 boxes, the little black box. It's I don't know how many cards. It's like 5 or 6 cards, I think.
I wanted to join a break. I never had a chance to join a break.
It's like super limited, but quite expensive. But that's the only box you can get them right now, at least. But yeah, again, like downtown is a really, really cool insert, and super expensive as well.
Yeah.
Tony, Shamanic, hopefully he can be good. Like he's a good shooter. Hopefully he can develop his all-around game a bit more.
But I don't think he's I don't think he's going to get much starting time this year, though. That's the only thing from what I've read from the Spurs.
Yeah.
For Shamanic. But we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah. Cool. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Justin. There's a football break.
Justin will be live.
Right after this. You want to
and don't forget, guys. Justin also has an basketball breakup as well with Panini Mosaic and two status hanger boxes as well, guys.
10 spots, 3 teams each.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
It's almost full. A couple more 2 spots and it's full.
Yeah. So great show again, guys. Thank you so much. Lots of stuff we covered today.
So it's 2 cards in 1-on-1. Ken saying.
Oh, it's 2 cards. That's it. Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Wow.
Thanks,
That's
Ken.
Insane. Fuck. But thank you guys so much. I'll post the details about the giveaway right after this. Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.
Peace, guys. Cheese, guys.
Ciao.